So, the story starts with a guy named Michael who collected $30,000 from all corners of his house and went to Teddy's casino. Michael was actually a law student, but he earned all his money through gambling because he was really good at reading his opponent's cards. That night, he started using his tricks, but unfortunately, all his tricks failed today. He lost everything in just one go. This made him really stressed about what to do next. That's when his friend Joy came by, and seeing Michael's defeat made him feel really bad. So, he said that if you want, you can play with my money. In this game, if I win, I will get 50% of the money, but if I lose, it's okay. But Michael had decided to never play this game again. Now, 9 months later, a story came where Michael became a delivery boy who only cared about his work. On the other hand, some professors were playing their poker game when suddenly Michael arrived and helped his professor win a good amount of money. Seeing this, everyone wondered how Michael knew which cards they needed. Then Michael said that he could tell by looking at their worried faces and each other's cards which cards they needed. After giving all these explanations, he went back to his apartment. Michael, who lived with his girlfriend Serbia, Michael told her that he had helped his professor a lot in a poker game, and as a reward, the professor offered to make him his assistant. Serbia was very happy to hear this, but she also worried that Michael might start gambling again. So, she reassured Serbia that he had only helped the professor and didn't play any games himself. The next day, Michael used Serbia's car to pick up his best friend, Woom, from jail. It turns out that Woom had taken the blame for their illegal business a while ago to save Michael, so he could finish his studies. During their meeting, Woom started telling Michael how he used to trick the jail guards in poker games to benefit himself. After some time, Michael told his friend Worm that he had stopped playing poker. Worm said to him, "Hey brother, it's really important for me to earn money, so let's play a match and make some cash." But Michael didn't listen to him at all. Then Worm told him that he owed someone $15,000. Hearing this, Michael gave him some money and dropped it in front of a casino. But inside, Worm started to get worried, so he went back to the same casino where he met his friend Barbara, who used to let players play with her money, and she would get 25% of the profit. Now Michael also joined the table, and together they started using their strategies and skills to defeat the other members. And they played so well in such a beautiful way that they both started losing in between, so that no one would suspect that they were working together. After finishing the game in a little while, they gave Barbara her fee and both left from there. But Worm got excited, so he took Michael to another poker ground the next day. Then Michael warned him to be careful because there were many professional players here who would know their tricks well. Giving this knowledge, he himself reached his apartment from there, where Serbia asked him where he was last night. Michael lied to her and said that I was with Mom. One day, Serbia secretly checked Michael's pocket and found a lot of money in it. This made Serbia realize that Michael was doing something wrong. They both went to their campus, where they met a friend named Joy. Joy told Michael that he was cheating in a fancy casino. This made Michael worried, so he went to see a person called Worm. Michael told Worm to stop cheating, or else he would be banned from all the game stations. Worm also warned Michael that if he got caught cheating, the mafia wouldn't let him go. But Worm was very stubborn, so he went back to playing the game. Here, Michael and Serbia got into an argument because Serbia didn't like that Michael went to the casino again. Then Michael explained that he went to help his friend Worm because he owes Worm $15,000. But Serbia didn't care about that. Anyway, Worm started celebrating his win when suddenly a guy named Grandma came and put Worm in the bathroom. Actually, Grandma was an old friend of Worm's who came to settle an old debt. But Worm didn't have enough money to pay Grandma back. Then Grandma explained that the money actually belonged to Teddy, who is a very powerful and dangerous person. So, Worm will have to give the money back to Teddy. Worm asked for some time to repay the money, but Grandma took whatever money Worm had left and left. At the same time, Michael met his teacher, who was really interested in how Michael managed to trick everyone. Michael said that he pays attention to how people behave and makes his decisions based on that. The teacher was confused because he didn't understand these things. Anyway, now Michael met Worm here, who is in a very sad and helpless situation. In next scene, two friends named Tom and Michael. One day, Tom told Michael that he had fallen down while getting off the bus, but Michael didn't believe him. Later, when Michael went to his apartment, he found out that Serbia had already moved out and taken all her belongings. Michael felt sad after she left. Then, Tom tried to explain to him that girls can be like that sometimes, and that he should live his life the way he wants. After hearing Tom's words, Michael agreed to play poker again in the poker world. Both of them reached Las Vegas, where they placed big bets. Their friend Joy was also there, making a good profit by betting high. That night, they earned a good amount of money. Tom then told Michael that he had a lot of money on him. Michael said he would help him. Now these two people reached the grandma so that they could get some help from them. But the grandma only gave them 5 days. Since then, Michael started playing poker games more and more so that he could quickly earn money to pay off his debt. Every day, Michael played poker games and won a lot of money. But on the 4th day of his victory, he lost half of his money again. Seeing this, Worm gave the idea of why don't we play in a casino. At first, Michael refused because many police officers also played there, but Worm convinced him that those officers wouldn't know anything. Now believing him, they went to play there. The first game went well with good profits, but when Worm arrived, he started using his tricks, which made the officers surround them and start beating them. Now, they took away some of their remaining money and threw them out. Both of them were completely robbed. But even then, Michael didn't give up, so he went back to the grandma to ask for a few days' time. But the grandma warned him that if he didn't give them all his money, his friend wouldn't be worth anything. Now, Michael went to John's place, but John also brushed him off and said he only had $2,000, not $15,000. Michael didn't understand this, so he decided to go to his professor and ask for $15,000. Then the professor gave him $10,000 according to his limit, saying he could keep that money. But he still needed $5,000, and the only way Michael saw to earn it was through gambling. So, this guy named Michael went straight to the casino of the mafia boss, Teddy. Teddy said that Michael hadn't paid his previous debts. Michael said that he would pay all his debts today. Now, they started playing a double game where they tried to read each other's expressions. Then, Michael won $5,000 from Teddy by keeping himself in control. With that money, he decided to repay his loan. But then Teddy started making fun of him, saying that he was just happy with that small profit. Hearing this, Michael sat back at the table and started defeating Teddy one by one with his clever mind. And you know what? He turned $10,000 into $60,000, causing Teddy a big loss. But even then, Teddy gave all the money to Michael, which he used to pay off his loan. He also returned the professor's $10,000. The next morning, he arrived in Serbia to meet last time and told him that now he was going to Vegas to make even more money. And with that, the story of this film ends here. Tell me in the comments below how you liked this video. See you in our next video.